new fire chief. How's that working out for you out there with your DEI?
Is she more effective at putting out the fires in California?
She kind of looks like you just a little bit, to be honest with you, if you had one of them fire hats on.
She looks like me?
Sad to say, but I'm just telling you. Yeah. Yep. She has promoted the DEI culture. That is her priority, according to what they're saying here.
Not putting out fires, but
no.
Yeah.
We need diversity. What is it? Diversity, inclusion, and
equity.
Equity. Yeah, whatever.
Didn't earn it.
Yeah, I didn't earn it. Yeah. So anyway, and then we got the mayor out there. Did you see the mayor? She's like in Greenland or something. She ain't even up there. She's in Greenland when all this fire took off. That's why she went over to Greenland, where she wouldn't be connected to the fire.
She knew that the fires were going to be set.
Yeah, and she thought, well, if I go out,
because the insurance companies canceled their policies,
exactly.
So she went to Greenland.
Yeah,
to be far enough away from it, the closest point in America.
Yeah,
but furthest from California. Okay.
Yeah, that way she's got, what do they call that when when you're going to take somebody out and you need somebody to say, hey, he's with me. What is that called?
What?
Alibi. She needed an alibi. That's
okay.
Alibi.
Gotcha.
I wasn't even around when the fire started.
Yeah. Yeah. How do you keep your conspiracy theories organized? I mean, you've got this down to a science.
Well, you have to look around the BS, man. You have to look around the BS.
Okay. I don't know what that means, but okay.
Well, I mean, it's like, okay, you got CNN. They say, oh, the fires, they started by a lightning strike from God. And you're like, well, they don't even believe.
Wait a minute. CNN doesn't believe in God.
And what I'm saying, you see how that connects there? Because they don't even believe in God. So they say that, and then it's like, that ain't true. They don't even believe in God. So then there's something up. Then you start digging. Then I call Packy. I say, Packy, what's going on with this?
And then I call Brad Allwine. He's my political advisor. What's up, Brad?
Wait a minute. It was probably caused by those chemtrails. That's
part of it. Well, see, that's not what they could do. That's the thing that bugs me about that. They could take them planes out there and they could start a big rain out there and put all the fires out. But are they going to do that? No. You know why? Because they need all that mineral underneath.
You have to have some clouds that you seed to make it rain. They don't have any clouds out there.
Oh, don't tell me that, man. They got them lasers out there, man.
Isn't there a song about?
And they seed the cloud, and then it rains, and the fire's out, and what? Hey, we're done.
There's a song about that. It never rains in sunny California.
Yeah.
See?
Do you believe in cloud seeding, Pat?
No.
Sure. Yes. Absolutely.
You believe in laser weather modification?
No.
Why not?
I do believe in cloud seeding, though.
Why not? That's proven. I mean, it's not a conspiracy theory. That's just
where is it proven?
Have you ever looked it up?
No. I don't really have much interest in that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. We got the DEI hire run the fire department, gives away fire equipment to Ukraine. Is that true? Do they give a bunch of fire equipment to Ukraine? According to what I'm reading here, they give a bunch of fire equipment to Ukraine, so they'll be all right. They stopped critical control burns. That's true. They did do that. They defunded the fire department. Did they defund the fire department? Are you going to argue that?
Hey, you better stop. I keep hearing radios clicking off.
Did they defund the fire department?
I have no idea.
Oh, man, you're supposed to be up to speed, man.
Up to speed. The budget of the fire department in California is not a priority for me.
Oh.
But we did send $250 billion to Ukraine, but we can't get a little bit of water to California.
I mean, that's right.
Know what I mean? It's like,
well, don't you have two different issues there? Isn't the one federal and the other one a state issue? And then isn't there separation there?
Yeah.
Doesn't the Constitution says unless it's defined here, it belongs to the state? Well, there's nothing in the Constitution that says we fight your forest fires.
We find all kinds
of things.
To
your taxpayer money is fixed to head out there, son. This as hard as it can go. And as bad as I'm against all these liberals out there, I do feel sorry for them. I really do. I mean, there's a lot of folks out there that's losing everything they have. They just get out with their skin of their teeth. And I do feel sorry for them. I don't, here's the thing though, it bugs me about the whole situation. We've had this big flood out here in Asheville in that area. And, people's kind of forgot about that. And they're needing help. They're needing help. Yep. But now that it's not in the news, they're not getting no help. They're still getting some donations and stuff like that. But they need people on the ground to help because they're still in dire straits up here. Now we got this thing out in California, what they're saying is the worst ever. But I think only 5 people at this point has passed away. How many people passed away up in Asheville?
A lot more than 5.
That's what I'm saying. But of course, we're a bunch of rednecks down the south, so we don't count as much as the people that's on TV, right?
So if you got to choose, you just did this empathetic appeal for the people in California. Right. If you're in position of making the decision, where do you send the money?
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen.
Not Ukraine.
No, I'm kidding.
That's like maybe we could just half what we've sent to Ukraine and send it to each of them. And you said things that we don't like that aren't defined in the Constitution that we pay for.
Yeah.
I mean, do you want me to name off 100?
No, I'm saying is we need to get back to the Constitution.
Well, I think we're going to after the 20th.
I go back to
right.
I agree with. It sounds great, but let's start with not sending it to people who aren't even citizens of the country. Like maybe that's a start. Let's at least just send it to the people who live here.
Okay, they defunded the fire department, and they took that money and give it to people that don't belong in America. They did do that.
They did it, but Pat, the reason that you and I don't see things eye to eye because I see money is fungible. It's all one big pot, and yes, you are. But it's still coming from the American taxpayer. You can say that this is from the states, but it's still coming from the American taxpayer. It's still fungible. It's all going from the same pot to a bunch of people in Ukraine that are who knows what they're doing with it.
They're sending it back.
You're as bad as Harry with that philosophy because it's unicorn land. I believe in what can we do.
But specifically, see, you are living in unicorn land though, because you're not going after all the other things: social welfare programs, education funding, environment protection, foreign aid diplomacy, space exploration, public infrastructure projects, law enforcement, all these things that are not defined in the Constitution. But you're okay with those. But when it's like, I saw they're sending it to Ukraine.
I never said I was okay with those.
But you're going after.
I'm advocating going back to the Constitution original.
Never heard you say anything negative about Ukraine funding ever.
I don't know.
When it comes, you've never said anything bad about Ukraine funding. Like I don't agree with the funding going to Ukraine, but as soon as it's let's send more money to California for wildfires, and it's like, well, that's not in the scope of the Constitution.
What land did y'all call that?
What did you say, Steven?
You said something. You called it some kind of, I don't know, rainbow land or something. What'd you call
Unicorn land.
Oh, is that what you're calling California now? Unicorn land?
You might want to try to stay up with the conversation.
Oh, I'm trying my best.
Packy's right there next to you. That's unicorn land.
Oh, okay. Let me ask you this question. How many firefighters lost their jobs because they wouldn't take the jab? Ah, that's true. Do we need them now? Yes.
What does that? Hey, you don't need firefighters if you don't have any water to put in the hoses that the firefighters use.
Yeah, but they can sit around and eat smoked salmon all day and watch the fire roll. Yeah. We got plenty of smoked salmon, folks. Yeah. Honestly, when do you put this in front of people? I don't miss a dinosaur, do you? They're extinct. I could care less. I got pictures of them. Are you worried about the salmon? Well, I like salmon. Can't we raise them like at home? Yeah. And,
what are you talking about?
Well, they
goes back to your conspiracy that they took the dams out to protect the salmon, therefore they don't have the water anymore.
Is that not the way it worked?
I don't think so.
Oh, it didn't. Okay, well, tell me how that worked. Why did they take the dams out?
For the salmon.
Okay, then.
But were they pumping water out of those dams, out of those reservoirs?
Yeah. Yeah, that's why there's a water shortage. See if you
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. You dang. I'm like
he's in unicorn land, Steven. I don't
You know why we can't see your point of view? Because we can't get our head that far up our hind end, man. That's why we can't see your point of view.
And You know what I use to gauge to how the argument is progressing? When you start calling names, then I know I'm okay.
Like Unicorn Land, Mr. Unicorn Land.
I didn't call you a unicorn. I said you're in Unicorn Land.
No, we're not.
You're in. You know, there was a movie. What was the movie? La La Land. That's it.
I don't know. Poor old Gavin Newsom. He's more mad that Trump is making fun of him than he is the fires. What a joke, man. He is a joke. And he's probably going to run for president. And Biden, oh man, you got to love Biden. He goes out there and he shuts down everything for 2 hours, because you can when the president's in your town, there is a no-fly zone, so you can't fly. So all these what we call fire tractors or airplanes that drop water on the fires had to stay landed for 2 hours while he stood on the speech and went with all the CNN headline news and said, "Hey,
yep, it's burning.
It's burning, but guess what? There's some good news here. I'm a great grandfather." That's what we need to hear.
half of America is criticizing him for doing that. Had he not done it, the other half of America would have criticized him for not doing it.
He could do it right there at the White House, on the White House, and they could have told him.
And you're in the first half of America. I get that.
I'm just saying, sometimes you need to stay away. And if they're going to have a 2-hour delay because he's going to land and go out there and tell everybody that he's a great grandfather, what did he tell us that we needed to know other than he's a great grandfather?
Okay, let me tell you what I'm just saying. Sometimes you need to stop just saying.
But am I right or wrong?
Sometimes you need to stop.
If your house is on fire, do you want the firefighters to quit for 2 hours while Biden's in town, or do you want them to?
All right, Steven, just stop.
Okay.
This will be a good radio show.
Yeah. Just
here we go.
We need a break, Steven, is what I'm trying to get to.
Come on, man.
We need a break.
Oh,
okay.
Are you proud that he told everybody that he's a great grandfather? Who cares? Who cares? Do you care?
No.
I don't care either, but that was his big, but there's some good things to the fire. I'm a great grandfather. I feel sorry for these grandkids. Man, sakes alive. They're going to have to live with that for the rest of their life.
They're going to have more trees in California because those trees need fire to open up their seeds and drop.
Yeah, we got plenty of salmon. The word of the day is salmon. Salmon. We got some comments. Can you put them?
Hey.
What?
Where's the L in salmon?
The what?
Isn't it salmon?
It's salmon.
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 No, salmon.
Salmon.
Hey, good morning to Jody Cox. He's listening to us. Good morning, gentlemen. I do blame them. They voted for it. 17 million cut from fire departments, no water. DEI is the most important thing.
Yes.
That's
why we got
Michael Beeman's watching us too on our YouTube channel. Guys, check us out. If you go to youtube.com, search for The Morning Dish. And also Mike Whittemore says good morning. That's Mike Whittemore. Georgia mountain grading, driveways, culverts, storm drains, and more. 706-994-0543. Just
throwing that out there.
For one of our advertisers.
Hey, we need to get up to a break, see if we can talk about some more stuff going on there, keep you up to date on everything. And like I said, if y'all right now be the time to stock up on smoked salmon, because the bottom is dropping out of it. They've got hundreds of thousands of smoked salmon out west, and they need someplace to put it. It's pre-cooked, man. It's pre-cooked. All righty, we're back with you. Hope everybody's doing good out there. The phone lines are open if you'd like to weigh in on some of this stuff that's going on. But I reckon this Adam Carolla, he's upset. He's a funny guy, but he ain't too funny right now. Y'all been following him?
Why not?
Well, he said all these people who are in deep blue Democrats are now going to have to pull a permit to rebuild. Oh, I'm all about permits, right? Yeah. Y'all voted for this bunch of, I can't say exactly what he says, but anyway, he said, y'all voted for these guys. Now see what you're getting.
Okay. So it is the individuals out there that cause this, right?
Yeah. He's really mad. I'm going to say that. He's really mad. Yeah. He's really mad.
Yeah.
And then we had the other thing. Did y'all see where oh Lord, what was his name? I'm trying to find him. He was actually lost his house. We got to watch that. I talked about it yesterday, but they had an interview with him.
Here's a question for you. If this isn't a fire prone area, and it is,
it shouldn't be.
Why, but it is.
But it wasn't.
But it is now.
Okay.
So why are they allowing people to rebuild their houses?
What does that mean? That don't even make good sense. Well, they're not going to. They don't know that yet. They're not going to.
We shouldn't allow people to build houses on the shore where they're susceptible to a hurricane, right?
Okay, wait a minute. Packy, where do we live at? Is this America? America the beautiful. Land of the free.
Are you advocating for that, Pat, or are you just being sarcastic? I don't know.
I'm just being sarcastic.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
Oh, you're being sarcastic. I can't tell the difference anymore.
Yeah.
What do you mean, why?
I mean, why should they build there? Let's get them to build someplace that's more inhabitable.
I don't want them out here because they voted all that crap in. We don't want them here.
Well, I didn't say come here.
Yeah, well, that's where they're going to come.
Why don't we send them out to what's that place where they have Burning Man, the desert out there? Because there's nothing to burn out there, right?
Man, I think you're just drawing at straws there. So James Wood, yeah, he lost all his stuff, man. He did an interview, man. It's awful, heartbreaking, man. He talks about all that went down with that, and you come to fire, man. It takes everything. I mean, burns it all. And it's just sad, very sad.
The opposite reaction is, of course, Trump is orange man bad, but they're also saying that the poor forest, like they're saying that it's all about climate change. That's kind of where they're drawing what they're saying causes this.
So how about they're talking about air pollution? How much air pollution is coming out of California right now?
It's all Trump and climate change.
That's their fault. And did y'all see the LA mayor where she's actually wherever she's at? I don't even know where she's at. Where's she at? She went overseas somewhere, and one of the guys over there was trying to interview her and was asking her what she thought about the fire and if she thinks that she screwed up and does she think she should resign and all that. And she just stood there like a little kid that stole something out of the refrigerator, wasn't supposed to eat it. I mean, she looked plumb pitiful because she couldn't talk. She wouldn't answer. She wouldn't answer no questions. I mean, this is bull.
Probably safe for not saying anything.
She was, I reckon, Sky News reporter. That's who it was. It was a Sky News reporter. Asked her about all the stuff, and she couldn't say anything. She just stood there with her head down. It's crazy. I don't know, but anyway, all right. We got the Gulf of America.
I think it should be the Gulf of Buckies.
And now we got the Mexican president down there wanting to name it the Mexican American Gulf. Mexican American Gulf. They said they'd settle for that. And we got Texas saying, hey, they want the Texas Gulf.
I think everybody could agree on the Gulf of Buckies.
Buckies? What's that got to do with anything?
Well, there's a Buckies in all those states that border what is now called the Gulf of Mexico.
I don't know.
So you got as much justification for calling it the Gulf of Buckies as you do calling it the Gulf of America.
So what do you like the Gulf of? I mean, you're being so they don't even make good sense.
No, once again, I'm saying what in light of everything that's on the agenda, that's a problem.
Right.
The name of a body of water is way down the list.
Well, they renamed them. Okay, they renamed all them football players. They renamed all them mountains. They renamed and they took all of our statues down. I mean, that's as important as that, don't you think?
I thought that was pretty stupid too.
I'm just saying, let's put it back. Put it back.
Well, now you want to do that?
Yeah.
Let's do that. Go back and call it Mount McKinley instead of Denali or whatever the new name is.
I mean, dude, just scratch it out on the maps and then put America down. Ain't no big deal. Don't take that big deal.
Yeah, the cartographers will love you for that.
Ain't no big deal at all. Just America. Mm-hmm. America. I think they need to leave an A off of it. America.
Yeah.
Gulf of America.
That's only for the southern part of America.
Yeah, and I reckon all them politicians in Greenland, they're like, we don't want to be an American. We don't want to be American. Did y'all see where Eric Trump and that what's his name that went with him out there? Charles Kirk went out there to Greenland. Did you see that?
Yeah.
And what did you pick up on that?
Not much. I mean, they went on vacation. It wasn't an official visit, right?
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
And everybody there is wearing a Make America Great hat again. They're all taking selfies. They're like, we want to be Americans. We don't like this. Was it Dutch? I think it's Dutch.
Dutch.
I don't know what they are.
Denmark?
Yeah, Denmark, Dutches.
Yeah, Dutch, Denmark. What's the difference?
It's close enough. It's over the sea.
There's someone who understands what Europe is all about, but we need to be more like Europe, right? Yeah.
Why? So I think the people of Greenland, that's like the people of America. They want, they want freedom where they can build houses wherever they want to build them, and not have to pay permits.
Only half of Americans want freedom. The other half want the government to take care of them.
No. I think we went in a landslide. I think there's more people on my side than on yours.
Well, there were in the last election that voted, but that doesn't represent America.
I think when you go see boots on the ground, you see the people of Greenland, and they're like, "Hey, man, we're good to go. We want to be Americans."
So the little junket that Junior took with the Charlie Kirk or whatever his name is,
yeah,
where they had all the hats and passed them out to the people.
They did not
for photo ops.
Oh, you're a conspiracy theory now on the other side. Yeah,
Tukin play this game.
They actually went to a restaurant to eat. I wonder what they eat in Greenland. I bet they got smoked salmon over there in Greenland. But anyway.
Hey, you know what? You'd have less trouble pronouncing it if you just call it lox.
Lox?
Yeah.
What do you mean lox?
L-O-X, lox.
Lox. What is that?
That's smoked salmon.
Oh, well, I'm poor, so we call it smoked salmon. I know y'all rich people call it lox. So
okay.
Lox. That's like y'all call it pate. We call it potted meat. Same thing.
No.
But I'm telling you, they went over to a restaurant, tried to eat. They couldn't even eat. They had to go back to the back and bar everybody in because everybody's won't be in there and say, "Hey, we won't be Americans. We won't be Americans."
No. Those people were in there. They wanted to be on television.
Oh, but they wasn't no TV over there. They were all just.
How did they get the pictures?
Yeah. Cell phones, man. Cell phones.
Yeah, cell phones. But where did those pictures end up?
Well, you're right about
TV
that.
Where you saw them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just thinking that's going to happen. So we're going, and then Canada, we're going to swap California, hopefully for Canada. That'll work out good. Well, I wonder, okay, so if we get Greenland and we get Canada and we get to tax all them, they realize, well, I guess Canada's paying about 80% of their taxes right now.
That'll be tax relief for Canadians.
Yeah. What are they paying? I think they're like 80%.
Pretty much. Yeah. They get everything free, but they're paying for 80% tax rates, right?
Yeah, that should work out good. Yeah. So, but anyway, we reduced their taxes. I wonder what Greenland pays on taxes.
Do you really think this is serious?
Yeah, I believe it's going to happen. I believe Greenland's going to happen. I believe the Strait of Gibraltar is going to happen. I think we're going to get it back, or not the Strait of Gibraltar. What is that called? That's called the where the ships go through down there. Panama Canal. I believe we're going to get the Panama Canal back. I believe we're going to name it the Gulf of America, and I do believe we're going to get Greenland. I do believe that. Canada, I'm not so sure, but if I was Canadian, I was paying 80% of my income, I'd be American. I'd be like, I want to be American. Would you not?
Well, it's a trade-off for Canadians. They might get a lower tax rate, but they're going to have to pay for their health care.
David Roberts says global warming is going to freeze us to death.
Yeah. Did you see the article with the headline that the fires in California were being caused by global warming?
That's caused one of them globalists.
And the snowstorms that we're getting are being caused by global warming.
I mean, okay, think about all this stuff. Do you remember? I mean, I remember this. I remember we were going to run out of gasoline in 10 years. Do you remember that? We were going to run out of gasoline in 10 years.
Jimmy Carter, 1973, the oil embargo.
You remember that? We're going to run out. And then you remember, then we're going to freeze to death. You remember we're going to freeze to death?
Yes.
We're going into the ice age.
Do you not remember the drought that we had where Lake Lanier was down like 40 feet and they said it would take 10 years to fill it back up?
Yeah.
And it filled back up by the spring of the next year.
Yeah. Okay. What happened to acid rain? I thought about acid rain the other day. You remember acid rain? Like, don't go outside. The acid rain.
There were so many things like that like as kids, like we thought would be a bigger problem to like when we get older, like quicksand. Like I grew up thinking that like quicksand would be like a really thing that I would have to face in like a lot of life. Yeah. Acid rain is another
What
one.
happened to acid rain, man?
I grew up wondering how I could get my body contorted into more of a ball so the nuclear radiation wouldn't get me.
Yeah. I had a buddy of mine. He's all for acid rain. I'm like, dude, that's not the kind of acid you're talking about.
He's running around with his mouth open.
If all the raindrops was acid raindrops, what a world it would be. We got to get to it. We're going to give something away. What time is it?
We got all kinds of stuff to give away. Let's give away some. How about some Luckies? Luckies of Blairsville.
All right. Well, we got Logan Turnpike Mill bringing you the next part of the show.
We'll throw in a $15 gift certificate to Logan Turnpike Mill, a $20 gift certificate to Luckies, and a free T-shirt courtesy of Prawn Tees over there in Murphy.
And I've still got some moon pies. So how about a box of moon pies?
That's a good giveaway right there, man.
So we better get a good question, not some of them stupid ones like you normally ask, Pat. Can you get like a real good question?
Get your own damn question.
We're going to take a break. All righty, Pat. What is the question of the day? The number to call is 706-379-9770. What is the question?
The question today is, what year did Microsoft launch the original Windows?
All righty. What year did Microsoft launch the original Windows? And you're getting S&S Smoothies, Logan Turnpike Mill, a T-shirt, and moon pies. You can't go wrong with that. That's a big giveaway. And actually had a young lady come by here and pick up her T-shirt and her moon pies just a few minutes ago. So, hey, how about that? So give us a call, 706-379-9770. And more conspiracy theories here, I reckon, across the teletype machine. I believe you've triggered poor old Pat Malone there. He is shape-shifted. We're going to have to review that. Are you a shape-shifter?
I can do a lot of things, but shape-shifting is not one of them.
Are you? Oh, we got you now, man. You're one of them aliens.
If I was a shapeshifter, I'd be a different shape.
Yeah, you might be. I don't know. I don't believe you're an alien because they say aliens are like super, super smart.
Good morning, Vito.
Vito, hey, man, there's the man, Vito.
How you doing? Everything good this morning?
How you doing?
Oh.
Hey, Vito, you're a winner. You got it correct, whatever you say.
Yeah.
Vito.
I got it incorrect. I haven't even answered yet.
Yeah, we don't
No,
care.
we said you already got it. You're Vito. We don't want to.
Yeah, we don't make you
man.
Don't put a hit out on us.
Anyway, I know it was the 80s, so I'm going to guess. And I'm thinking mid-80s, so let's go 85.
85, yep.
That's
right.
pretty darn close. That's
close
pretty
enough.
much right on the number.
Yeah,
1985.
How about that?
All right. Well, I'm not even a computer guy, but I remember originally, but
Yeah.
thank you.
Hey, man, next time we'll ask something that you more in your range of things that you know about, like when was the first concrete shoes deployed?
Oh, I can tell you that.
Yeah, what I figured, yeah.
They weren't concrete. They were rocks.
Oh, okay.
How about the muzzle velocity of a 357?
Yeah.
I can tell you that, too. All right. Well, thank y'all.
How many bodies can you get in the back of a 76 Cadillac Coupe de Ville?
It depends on how big that trunk is and what year the caddy is.
Yeah, 76.
Oh, I don't know. Probably 4.
Oh, just 4, yes. All right, Vito, man. We appreciate you, brother.
Thank you.
All right, man. Oh, boy. What was the real year, man?
That was the real year,
Oh, he got
85, yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't kidding. He was.
Oh, okay.
He was right there.
Yeah, we got any more comments?
Let's see here. Jody Cox says 1975. Maybe he got like a pre-release of
Now,
that.
you can put them comments up on the screen.
Yeah, okay.
Everybody can read.
Okay, you want to do that here?
Yeah, if you know.
There you go. Jody Cox says 1975. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. How about that? That's cool.
David Roberts says global warming is going to freeze us to death. Susan Musser is burning a lot of wood these days due to climate change.
Yeah, that's part of the problem.
Joshua Jones, it's no different than people building houses in Florida that get demolished by a hurricane.
There you go. See?
Yeah, we got Mike Whittemore, Georgia Mountain Grading. He's listening to us. Also, Michael Beeman. And I think that's it. What we got.
Oh, well. All right. Who y'all got on tomorrow? Well, I don't know. We don't know what's actually going to happen tomorrow. Everybody's worried about the snow. Now, I'm going to tell you something, folks. If it snows tomorrow, keep your hind end at the house. You ain't got nowhere to go, nothing to do. Get out and get your milk and eggs now.
And we'll be on the air. Don't worry. Harry Bond will keep us on the air.
Oh, yeah, we got
morning.
Harry behind
Don't worry. Right, Harry?
Harry's the one responsible now for tomorrow?
Yeah. Well, if it doesn't work, I'll blame it on Harry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Yeah. But yeah, if it's snowing out there, now they already put they call it brine. I think they've already put brine on the roads. So
yeah, I don't think the counties do brine. That's just the state that does it on the big roads.
Well, that's fine. I mean, that'll get you to Ingalls.
How do you get out of your neighborhood?
Well, you don't.
Not everybody lives on a main road.
Yeah.
Steven.
So stay at home. Stay at home.
Yeah, we're supposed to have Ray Covington from the Georgia Mountain Research and Education Center tomorrow to tell us about what goes on up on the hill there.
What hill?
On Murphy or on Cleveland Highway going south out of Blairsville.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the research center.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Well, we're out of here today. Casey Push is going to be on with us tomorrow. If everything works out and the snow's not there, y'all can go to him to Genius Garage. We're going to have a genius on tomorrow, along with Pat Malone, the ungenius, and I think Rob Moore. No, you're not going to be here tomorrow, are you?
Aha. See?
We got Rob Mortar on.
My ego was hurt so badly by Wednesday's performance with your buddy.
Yeah, well, all right. Folks,
thanks again to Logan Turnpike Mill for bringing us the community calendar today.
Yep, we'll see y'all tomorrow.
W249DB and WJULAM, Hiawassee.
Well, look a here. Guess who's number one in the Nielsen ratings again?
97.7.